Pretty easy shit.
You're welcome.
You trained with Conor McGregor a few times. How was it? He's also quite the detective. You think she ever in bed just got kind of confused? Molly miss shit canned. Joaquin Buckley? But you could beat Islam?
This is the new shit, you know?
Yeah, the James Krause experience.
Ilya literally looked like he just said, dude, I just piped your wife. Welcome back to MMA Mathletes. My name's Sean. This is Joe. We're two casual MMA fans who happen to be degenerate gamblers. Come join us as we chase the perfect parlay each week. Unfortunately, there are no UFC fight cards this weekend, but don't worry. We're going to be breaking down the Ben Whittaker versus Benjamin Gavazi fight card. And if you enjoy our content, make sure you're subscribed.
Before we get into the podcast, this past weekend, how crazy was UFC Qatar? What a sleeper card.
Honestly, I would probably put it in my top 5 for the year.
I really thought it was going to be just like dog shit and slow. And some fights were pretty bad, but it was either you got a really bad fight or you got a crazy knockout or crazy submission. There was all the decision ones were pretty much boring.
I was so worried because the first fight out the gate was such a snooze fest. Mm-hmm. I was like, oh God, I'm up at 7 a.m. for this bullshit. It was so awful. I fucking hated that. And the fact that we lost our parlay off rip kind of didn't help that situation, but still, like, I don't know, no one won that fight. They didn't win the fight. We didn't win the fight. No one won the fight on that. That was so boring. Like, do better.
I knew we should have bet on a guy named Denzel. I just knew that he was going to get it done.
Is it Denzel or is it Denzel?
I'm calling him Denzel because it's spelled like Denzel. I'm not going to call him Denzel because at 7 a.m, I watched him do a boring fight.
Well, because Denzel Washington, his name is actually Denzel.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah. But
well, I'll call him Denzel because that sounds way cooler than Denzel. Denzel sounds like what you put on trees.
So, fun fact of the day. Denzel Washington's dad is also named Denzel. But they would go and his mom would be like, oh, Denzel. And they would both come to the room. So she's like, we got to figure this shit out. So instead of doing the middle name like a regular person, she was like, we're going to call you Denzel.
Interesting.
Yeah. So,
do you think she ever in bed just got kind of confused?
God, I hope not.
I hope so. So, what do you think the best card or the best fight on that card was?
Best fight of the card or best performance?
Most entertaining to watch.
Most entertaining to watch. Dude, the Asu fight was really good. Also, Horiguchi. I think he looks like a fucking problem.
I think he was the best fight on the card.
I heard that Asu is going to go to the last UFC card, and he's going to be weighing in as the backup fighter if Pantoja or Joshua Van can't go.
Asu is?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's interesting.
That's an interesting fight either way.
I think Pantoja takes that.
I think Pantoja takes that as well, but I think he might get it like TKO, like, through ground and pound. I don't think it would be a submission. I think Asu is too good.
I would rather see Asu go, Pantoja not be able to fight, and see Asu versus Josh Van.
Yeah, I mean, I think honestly either fight's gonna be a good fight. Imagine Horiguchi was like, "Yo, fuck this. I'm gonna do that."
I would rather Horiguchi.
Yeah,
I would rather him fight Pantoja.
Dude, Horiguchi looks like an absolute fucking problem.
I think it'd be crazy if Josh Van versus Pantoja. Pantoja wins. Josh Van goes down 1. Horiguchi goes up, fights Josh Van, the now gatekeeper, right?
Yeah.
Goes up, beats Josh Van. Like, that would be a really shitty series of events because Josh Van is so good. I would hate to see him get in his head, like, am I that guy? Because it's like, bro, these are two killers.
Yeah, Josh Van has a very different style than Omabayev as well.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
His walk down style, I don't think would be good, like a good matchup for Horiguchi.
Horiguchi kind of reminded me of Demetrius Johnson a little bit.
He had some really interesting, like, he would dash in on his entrances. And I thought that was so interesting. But it was so difficult for Omabayev to really catch on to it before probably it was too late and he was too tired to really even care. He just wanted to get out of there. It's interesting that I feel like as a fight goes on, your mindset shifts, even if you're not doing it on purpose, where like you'll see it sometimes where it's like, okay, you begin the fight and you're
Yeah.
slowly but surely.
But you always, that's the problem though, is you always have to have it like, I need that knockout, I need that finish.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, then you get in that mindset of, I'm not trying to win this fight anymore. I'm trying not to get knocked out. I'm trying not to get submitted. And
Yeah,
then
I'm
you
trying
don't
to
win.
survive.
And we saw that with the JDM fight.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah, you just become fully defensive where it's like, if I last against this person, that's good enough for me.
Yeah. And then after the main event, Arman versus Hooker, I guess they were in the back. And then Cosmot got into it with Ian Gary.
Dude, no, first of all, Hamzat's allowed to say whatever shit talk he wants because he's the champ, right? Ian, you just need to sit your place. I'm sorry, you don't have a belt, so you can't really. You just if he's gonna be like that, then whatever.
Did you watch the altercation?
Yeah.
So there's like two ways you could watch the altercation. At first, I was like, oh my God, Cosmot's just like such an aggressive guy. Like, chill the fuck out.
Yeah.
He just has to be like that guy all the time. But then like I read the comments and I was like, okay, maybe I'm on the wrong side here. I go back and I look at it through Cosmot's eyes and not JDM. Ian Gary, he slaps him on the back a few times a little too hard. But he's always condescending. Like, he always thinks he's like so superior.
Well, yeah, that's just his whole personality.
Yeah. And then he went and walked away and came back and he was basically saying like, what the fuck is this guy going to do? He's not going to fight me. He's not going to fight me. And then he was like, I'm not going to fight you, dude. You just slapped me on my back. He's like, fuck you. Like, yeah.
Yeah. Like, also, don't disrespect the champ like that.
Yeah.
You're not even a fucking champion.
That's the thing too, is like, it's like a dominance thing, like just like holding people or like grabbing people and stuff like that. It's just like asserting your dominance. It's like,
like,
Ian, you're not that guy.
Yeah. Were you going to head pat him after it?
I think we should see him versus Cosmot. I think he wins.
You think that,
Just kidding.
oh my God. I was shook for a second.
He just goes up a weight class.
He was like, I'll be seeing you soon. Like he's going to do something to Hamzat. Hamzat's going to, if you think, first of all, DDP is good. Like, newsflash, guys, DDP is a good fighter.
And is 2 weight classes above Ian.
That's how good Hamzat is that he destroyed a guy that is really, really fucking good in a weight class that he's still getting used to. He used to fight at welterweight. Most of his fights in UFC are still welterweight, I believe. Like, he has more fights welterweight than he does middleweight. He does not want Hamzat to go and try to fucking diet down to 170. What's up?
Who? Oh, Cosmot?
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, DDP? I was like, DDP's not.
He's not making he's not making welter.
He's not making. Yeah. What are we talking about?
No. What's it called? Dude, you don't want Hamzat to come down and fight you, Ian. He will literally do whatever he wants to you. Like, he is just gonna maul you.
I don't even know if he can make that weight anymore.
Maybe not.
He'd have to go up to a 185, or he'd have to do a catch weight.
Dude, go up to 185. Actually, now that I think about it, you fight Hamzat. I want to see that fight.
I don't. That'd be so boring.
I just want to see Ian lose, though. I'm a little bitter bitch like that.
Yeah, he'd be like, I'll be back. It was just not my night. It's like, no. And then he was like, he's like, yeah, Islam, you're Khabib's protege. I'm McGregor's protege.
Whoa, bro. Like,
you're not McGregor's protege.
Get the fuck. You guys are from the same country. You technically don't rep that same country.
Yeah, you rep.
I'm sorry. That's just how Ireland is. Yeah. Like, you're either with them or you're against them.
Yeah.
So because you're Team Brazil now, you're no longer Team Ireland. But also, he made it sound like there were better versions of Khabib and Conor McGregor.
Yeah.
Like, no. Like,
you trained with Conor McGregor a few times. How was it?
Yeah, seriously. Islam is a better fighter than Khabib, though, in terms of actual skill sets. Like, he's a better striker than Khabib. Khabib probably has better grappling, I would say. Like, I think it's very neck and neck. Their styles of grappling are just a little bit different.
That would be an interesting prime versus prime.
Yeah, because Khabib is definitely more ground and pound. He's a little bit more old school like that. And then you got Islam that's a little bit more finesse. He usually gets like submissions and things like that. It's more like a power jiu-jitsu almost. And it's like, to even think that you're even close to McGregor in his prime is just wild to me.
Or just McGregor.
Yeah, just it's just crazy to me.
Yeah, that's insane.
Like, and to think that you like your name carries that much weight. Like, you are going to get walked through. You're going to get a leash put on you. You're going to get walked around that fucking ring if you go up against Islam. That's just how that shit goes.
Hear me out.
What's up?
He wants to be that guy. McGregor versus him, 170 at the White House. Ireland versus Ireland.
Dude, honestly, I'm really here for that fight.
I'm more here for that fight than I am McGregor versus Chandler. Why would I watch McGregor beat the shit out of Chandler? I want to see him beat the shit out of Ian. Put a little boy in his place.
Be the daddy that he is to him.
Yeah.
Oh, you're my protege. You're my son.
We would get the Irish version of Adesanya versus Anderson Silva.
Oh, you think that Ian takes that?
No, I think that McGregor takes it, but in that way where he inspired him, McGregor inspired him as well.
I think that I don't know. I'm just not an Ian fan. It sucks because his shit talking's so good. Like how he talks and all that shit. I'm like, oh, dude.
He's a narcissist.
Yeah, it's so good, and like he feeds into the persona. Like it is him. He is that narcissistic asshole on and off screen, essentially. But the problem is that how he talks, he's like, yeah, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you, I'm gonna knock you out. But you're not knocking people out. You haven't knocked anyone out since like D-Rod. That was like 2 years ago. You know, I thought you were gonna knock out Bilal. You didn't do that.
I know he did. That's the thing that was crazy too, is he had him on skates and then he evaded him.
Yeah, he chose not to.
It's like, bro.
Like, were you worried about the force shoot? Because you were stuffing every other takedown. I don't know why you'd be worried about the last minute shoot from downtown.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Oh, no. Like, he had him wobbled multiple times, and then he didn't go for the kill. And it's just like, and that's why I don't really care about you. You know how we're changing the guard, you know? So we're now bringing in the fresh blood. We got the Michael Moraleses and all this stuff coming in. I think that was a changing of the guard of the boring fighter. It's no longer Bilal being the top of the food chain of being the boring fighter of welterweight. It's now Ian Gary.
Very, very boring fighter. How about Islam, both of his boys losing?
Dude, wild. I would never have guessed that in a million years. I mean, obviously, because my parlays all had his boys winning.
Not even winning. Or
Getting dominated.
Yeah, not even losing. Like, getting finished.
Yeah.
Both got finished, right?
No. One was the Dalby fight.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Yeah, Dalby. Dude, how bad did he look? Holy shit.
Yeah. He both of them looked like they just could not grapple. They looked like they couldn't do really anything. It was like the first like 35, 40 seconds they were in the fight. And then once anyone got any kind of clinch game going, they were like, oh, well, we're going to melt.
Yeah, we don't know what to do now.
Yeah. It was super strange. Like at no point where I was like, oh, yeah, this is a close fight. This is a competitive fight. They were getting walked.
Ruined like everyone's parlays across the entire world, including ours.
But I mean, the bigger issue is like, why? That just makes no sense, you know?
Yeah, that was so ridiculous.
Hot take, is Islam a bad coach?
Is Islam a bad coach? Are the chin strappers now finished?
Ooh, the chin strappers finished would be a wild take right there.
I mean, they might be. There's two people. Like, if you look at Tagir, boring fighter, but all of his stuff is either decision or submission.
Yeah.
You know? That guy's debut, Dalby looked terrible. That didn't look like Dalby. I'm a big Dalby guy. He's got power. That didn't look like Dalby. And he's out grappling you?
Yeah.
How is he out grappling you? What are you doing? Isn't this your thing?
Your bread and butter?
And he's not doing crazy shit. He's holding you against the fence and you're just dying. And then you're like unclenched or whatever. You get in the middle of the octagon, you're breathing like crazy. Like, what is going on? Do you guys not have cardio there?
Yeah, I don't know when they decided not to have cardio.
Crazy.
I don't know if were they just aggressive weight cuts? Oh, you know what it is? Maybe they celebrated with Islam the week before. Like they just had a fat celebration with Islam winning the belt. And then so because of that, like they had to cut like a little bit more like weight than they were used to. Like they were on track. Then that happened and they're like, oh dude, our boy fucking won. You know, this is so sick. And then they all party and all this shit. And then they like just gain a couple extra pounds. but that couple extra pounds really makes a difference when you're on a fucking rough weight cut already as it is. Maybe that's what it is.
Maybe, I don't know. All I know is they look like shit, and it kind of made it look like this is how you beat them. They might be done. They might be finished.
Yeah, I mean, because honestly, what they did was they just didn't respect their stand-up. Dalby and Horiguchi forced Tagir and Sagan both to try to, essentially become competitive. They're like, yo, we're going to walk you down. You're going to have to give us something to, give us some respect on your game. And they didn't.
Dude.
It was kind of like they were just calling their bluff, essentially.
Dude, maybe the chin strappers are done, and now we're about to see a new era of fun fights again.
Oh, my gosh.
You think so?
That'd be the dream.
You're going to bring in all these fun fights to Paramount? We're not going to see annoying grappling exchanges because now people are like, well, you got to have everything. You got to have the full package.
True. And you got to finish people.
I think that maybe their mystique's just gone, dude. The aura's done.
The aura's done?
The aura's done. No more chin strappers.
If one of the chin strappers next year, the big ones, the Evloyevs, the Islams, the Hamzats, one of them gets finished next year, that's when we know this might be the new era. This is the new shit,
Ryan Garcia wants Conor Benn at 147, and Conor Benn wants that shit too. Here for that fight. Conor Benn is an absolute terror.
He just took out your boy, right? Eubank?
Beast.
Dude, he looked really good in that fight.
He looks really good in general.
Yeah.
I honestly couldn't tell you who takes that fight. I would have to see them in their mindset at that time. Yeah. But I mean, I think Conor Benn takes that. I mean, I think he takes that just off the rip, knee-jerk reaction.
Yeah, I think so too. I think he has his frame is better too.
Yeah, I think so too.
Like, and on top of it, I don't know. I just feel like he's just a little bit smoother. Like his exchanges, like literally, you're watching Eubank try to get any answers to the questions, and he just couldn't. Like, I don't know. He fought a great fight with Eubank, and you're only as good as your last fight, right?
Mm-hmm, true.
So I mean, in that he looked unstoppable.
And then who did Ryan Garcia fight last?
Who the fuck did he fight last?
Exactly. Only as good as your last fight. Tommy,
he fought what? Devin Haney? Is that his last fight?
I think no. Oh yeah, his last fight, Devin Haney. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just like, damn, dude, that was like a couple years ago, brother.
Poor guy. I think he's been on suspension.
Yeah.
But the other thing is Jake Paul was tweeting back and forth with Tommy Fury. Tommy Fury said, yeah, you offered me the fight, but I can't fight in America. Give me $15 million that you offered me. Give me 8 weeks, and I'll fight you anywhere in the world. And he didn't respond. So I would much rather see that fight. I mean, I want to see the Anthony Joshua fight. I want to see what this man's made of because that's an interesting fight.
Yeah.
But I mean, Tommy Fury running that shit back. I'm a big fan of Tommy Fury, just as a person.
And the fact that you're willing to just be like, oh, you think the first one was a fluke?
Yeah.
Let's run it back. Why not?
And I just feel like he's been taking it so much more seriously, Tommy Fury.
Yeah.
I think that before he was, he was on Love Island, and then he was boxing, and then it was kind of here and there, and then he was kind of everywhere. He had like the relationship stuff. He had a YouTube channel with his girlfriend or wife or whatever. But now it's like, it seems like he's like really like game time. So I think he's come leaps and bounds. That'd be an interesting fight just to see how far Jake's come, how far Tommy's come.
Dude, that Jake Joshua fight is crazy.
Dude, if Jake Paul loses to Anthony Joshua, no harm, no foul. If Anthony Joshua loses to Jake Paul, there's immediately needs to be some type of investigation.
Oh, yeah, 100%. But also, if there's no fuckery afoot with this, right? Regardless, so much respect for Jake Paul. I watched that face-off. He looks like Anthony Joshua's kid.
Yeah.
They don't even look like they're going to even be in the same weight class.
Yeah, insane.
Like I have no idea how they're getting this fight to get put together. Like is Jake going to be moving up weight classes then?
I don't know.
Or because that's going to be a harsh weight cut. I mean, I guess that's good point. It's going to be a harsh ass weight cut for Anthony Joshua. I mean, he's already at like probably, I don't know, like 13% body fat.
Yeah.
He's a fucking huge human being. Absolutely fucking shredded already. and I think he weighs in at like 253. So I mean, the best that you could probably get him at is maybe 220 if he got sucked up.
So it's not going to be a like a weight cut like where they need to meet at. Anthony Joshua cannot weigh more than 245 pounds. They're going to wear 10-ounce gloves. It's going to be 8 3-minute rounds. And it's going to be an actual fight, not an expedition.
Yeah. It's going to be actual pro card fight.
There's no rehydration clause, so he could weigh what he wants on fight night, allegedly. It'd be scored on professional records, unlike an expedition fight. Pretty incredible stuff for Jake Paul to do that. Big ups, my guy.
Also, you should definitely put a little bit of money on Jake Paul just in case it is a rigged fight.
For plus like 800 or some shit.
Is he?
Yeah. Well, opening now he's like plus 645. You know, when they get like closing is probably gonna be like plus 220, and then like you know what I mean.
Did him by decision? Honestly, kind of a safe bet. Not a safe bet, but like, you know, for something to actually make money. Because I mean, Anthony Joshua is like what, like a minus 1,000 favorite right now, I would assume.
Probably.
If Jake Paul is like plus 800.
Yeah, maybe like
plus 1,000
yeah.
or minus 1,000, minus 1,200, something like that.
Yeah.
Like you're not making money off of that at that point. Like, why not put like a little bit of money on Jake Paul if there is gonna be fuckery afoot? If it's not and he still wins though, like what a fucking legend.
I know, and the thing is that I'm that guy who's like saying his other fights weren't rigged. So that's the thing that sucks is like if his other fights weren't rigged and he ends up rigging one, then it's like I had your back for so long.
Yeah, and then on top of it, then you're like, oh, which fights were rigged and not rigged?
Yeah,
it becomes that whole issue. You know, even the Isaac Dulgarian situations like that, right? Where it's like now you're looking at any fight that looks a little bit off. You're like, I don't think they scored it right. You're like, is it rigged? You know, like, oh my God.
Yep.
You know, everything becomes the tinfoil hat experience.
Yeah, the James Krause experience. I agree 100%. Everyone's making the biggest deal right now about Kai France being taken out of flyweight rankings.
Huh. Weird.
And, dude, flyweight is a joke with the rankings. We all know that he's a gangster. He doesn't need to be in rankings.
He's 2 fights away from the title fight at any point.
All times.
Yeah.
He can go all the way down to the worst fighter in that weight class in the UFC. And if he does 2 good fights, he's back up at the top.
I mean, I think that he should just go into like some kind of Muay Thai kickboxing type of establishment. Because I mean, it looks like he's not
like promotion.
Yeah, because I don't think he's gonna get it done.
Maybe just go into like one
karate combat, something like that, where like you can actually use your stand up skills. Because you're kind of figured out that like you just have stand up.
Yeah.
You know, you have that one punch touch, but like your grappling is not going to be there. I don't think it's ever going to be there, unfortunately.
Yeah. He like does he never train grappling? That's what it seems like.
The thing is, you just never know with these guys. Like some of these people just, they're like, dude, that's all I do in my training camp is grapple. And then they're like Wonder Boy is kind of like that. Where it's like, dude, I'm like only wrestling.
Yeah.
But then he gets wrestled and out wrestled by people, you know, because maybe it's like their body just doesn't get it. Like there's just not, he
no
doesn't,
connection.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just because that is just naturally not their skill set.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I don't know. But
yeah, Wonder Boy's, it's so sad about him. Like, I think that if he had just 10% more wrestling, I think he would have had at least a title shot, you know?
Oh, he had the title shot.
Well, like multiple, like now.
Oh,
like
yeah.
He would have had.
To this day.
Past like 3 years, 4 years, he would have had multiple title shots.
Yeah. Do you think that Ian Gary gets the title shot? Or do you think that it goes to Morales? Because I personally think that it should go with someone that like actually went out there and finished the fight.
Yeah, so
I'm also heavily biased because I don't like Ian Gary, but that's not the point of the story.
So, yeah, that's interesting because it could be 2 things. Either Islam wants to fight right away, and then they go and they set that up, Ian Gary versus him, just because that's going to put butts in seats. Or they're gonna wait because allegedly Patty and Ilya have signed off on fighting the first card in January. And if that happens, then I think they want, and Ilya wins, I think they want Ilya to go up and fight him, which I'm not here for. I think that he's not, if he's making 155, I think that Islam's just going to stay at his weight. He's going to feel great at his weight. He's going to crush Ilya.
Do you think, so first of all, Patty and Ilya kind of chirping at each other this past week was pretty fun.
Mm-hmm.
You know, anytime that Patty gets to call him a little chorizo, it's
I like that he calls everyone a sausage, and then when he gets to him, he goes and calls him a chorizo.
Yeah, dude.
So funny.
It's just so funny. Yeah, just good old fashioned
You
banter.
fucking chorizo?
Yeah, so great, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're starting to get that little banter going, which is nice. It's gonna get everyone excited for the next fight. Do you think Ilya, if he takes that, he has to fight Arman then?
Yeah, I guess. I just think it's weird that there's like a weird beef that no one even cares about between Arman and him.
Arman and Topuria?
Yeah. Like, I think it's just because no one cares about Arman too much.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
He kind of comes off like that. Like, everyone talks about how good Topuria is and stuff like that.
Yeah.
He's like, don't forget about me, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like little brother syndrome. Like, he's always trying to tag along to everyone. And like, yeah, I think that, do you saw the video where they're going to the bathroom or something like that, and Ilya grabbed his arm or grabbed the back of his neck and was talking to him? Did you see it?
No, I didn't.
Oh, they travel in such big groups.
Yeah.
Ilya's saying that Arman is always talking shit online, and when it comes face to face, he doesn't talk shit at all. And then a video leaked of Arman with his whole crew, and then Ilya with his crew, and they're passing each other, like walking through each other. And Ilya grabs him by the neck, and it's just like it looks like he's saying like some words to him, like nothing crazy, but just like some words. And he passes him, and Arman's smiling the whole time and happy, and like, you know, and it's like, yeah, dude, be about it then when you're in public. Like Patty is like, you fucking Teresa, like it's like, yeah, dude.
Yeah, he's like talking shit to him from like fucking like 5 years away.
Yeah, how you like me now? Yeah. And then homeboy's like smiling the whole time, like can't believe I'm part of this.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. Like, if I haven't seen that video, but like that's not a good look for Arman.
Yeah, dude. It's like it's embarrassing.
Honestly, that kind of makes you look like you got cucked.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know
Honestly,
what I'm saying?
dude. So then he goes and so first off, he's talked mine. No, so he goes and he's like saying that to him, and he tweeted out later, and he's like, yeah, you put your arm around me like we're taking a family photo or something like that. Of course, I'm not intimidated by you.
But he put his hand like on the back of his neck.
Yeah, I'll show you the video. Yeah,
because I don't know, like as a dude, if another dude did that to me, that's so like, I mean, what happened when,
as a what's it called? Ian versus Cosmod.
Yeah, but his was just a slap on the back.
Yeah,
like I mean, I slap people on the back.
He didn't
all the
get
time.
half plum.
Yeah, like just doing like that's like a fucking I don't know. It's super like condescending. Like, oh, dude.
Just walks, dude. I don't even think Ilya's crew's there. I think that's all Arman's crew.
Dude, that's such a bad look.
Bro, homie just passed right by him and just grabbed him by his neck and said, like, how you doing or something like that, and then walked by him.
Oh.
And he's like,
dude,
that is some pretty...
Ilya literally looked like he just said, dude, I just piped your wife.
He's like,
and he's like,
daddy.
thanks, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, like literally that's a bad look. He looked like he literally punked you right there.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Yeah. And so he basically was saying like, man, like, you grabbed my neck like we're taking a photo. I didn't feel any threat, blah, blah. It's like, bro, you look like you're about to follow him into the bathroom. Like, super weird.
That's worse than someone coming up to you and like is like handcuffed.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, you're not gonna do shit. That was more you're not gonna do shit. That was like the grappling equivalent.
You want to hear some shit?
Let's go.
Dana White announced that Colby Covington will receive the next welterweight title shot. Colby has been dependable for us. The guy weighed in as a backup on 3 days' notice. If Usman didn't exist, Colby would have been champion for a long time. He said this on live.
That's such a weird way to say that.
Yeah, so that's who I think he's fighting next. So I think what's going to happen is Ilya versus Patty. And then Colby is going to get just dog walked by Islam. And then it's going to be...
Why would you just allow Anderson Silva's record to be broken like that? Because, like, everyone knows that Covington's going to lose that fight.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So, like, why would you make it even remotely... It's, like, almost not even worth it to make the fight. Like,
dude.
There's no one that's making...
Imagine that Colby fucking takes that, dude.
Stop it.
Imagine, dude.
There's no imagining because there's no way.
Dude, imagine.
That's the wildest thing. If that happened, call the fucking FBI.
Yeah.
Call the fucking FBI.
That's a thrown fight right there. If I
That is
ever heard of
a
it.
thrown fight. Either that or the only other way that it could possibly be, dude, imagine Islam throws a leg kick and it gets Anderson Silva. He loses by TKO technically. And just it ruins his fucking win streak.
Yo, that'd be crazy.
That'd be wild.
The thing is, though, is that, like, let's say he did win, right?
Mm-hmm.
MMA math would be shattered everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, you can't beat Joaquin Buckley, but you could beat Islam?
Yeah.
You can't beat Usman, but you could beat Islam?
You could beat or you can lose to Leon, but you can't lose to Islam?
That's a weird way to phrase that, but yeah.
Yeah. 100%. That's how I do it, baby.
Baby!
No, dude, that's terrible fight idea.
I don't know why he said that. I don't know if it's going to happen because it wasn't live, it wasn't official.
Yeah.
But he did say it. So.
He did say it.
He did say that.
I don't know. That is an awful fight idea. I don't know who got in his ear on that.
No, yeah. I don't know.
But that is not a fun one right there. I don't like that thought experiment one bit.
He said that. He's like, yeah, then Colby is fighting next.
Yeah, dude, you're definitely fighting. He wanted to say it so then when it doesn't happen, he could just be like, Colby, I really fought for you.
I really fought for you in there.
yeah, seriously, dude.
He's got shit canned. You know what that means? Before we get into the fights, we do stream on Twitch, YouTube, and Kick every Saturday. We are going to be doing it this week as well. So if you'd like to watch us live bet and lose some money, we'll be doing that this weekend. All of our social media is going to be at MMA Mathletes.
So to kick off this fight card, we have
Molly Miss shit canned.
Meatball Molly versus Ebony Cotton, 6 rounds for women's junior featherweight. Who do you got?
Honestly, I just thought it was crazy when I looked up Ebony to find out who she was and saw the way she looked. Not the way I was thinking she was going to look. She looks kind of like at least in the last fight, she looked kind of, I don't want to say not in shape, but not in shape. You know? Like, when you watch someone like Molly McCann in her debut, she goes, knocks out this person, stoppage, sick as hell, goes in there, handles business, just in Molly McCann fashion, bites down mouth guard and just puts a lot of volume, a lot of pain, a lot of power behind it. And, you see Ebony, she's not taking this fight. There's no way. She goes in there and she goes, jab. I'll move my head a bunch. Same rhythm. Jab. Same rhythm. Molly McCann has been doing this forever. She's about to dog walk this chick. She might KO her.
I also have Molly McCann money line. I'm assuming you have it. Yeah, you didn't explicitly say it, but with my powers of deduction.
He's also quite the detective.
Yeah, seriously. There's not really much tape on Ebony either. So I only went with Molly because I've seen she's a known quantity to me. I mean, she's been fighting forever, and I don't know. She looks so good stand up. I'm happy that she's doing boxing because she was just getting submitted by just the whitest of white belts.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
Pretty bad look in the UFC, but she looks a lot better just striking, doing her own thing. So I'm happy for her. The only thing that does give me a little bit of concern with her is that she does fall in love with certain combos when you watch her fight. It's like if the 1, 2, 3 hits, she'll just keep on doing it, even if it's not landing. And it's like, stop spamming that button. Just a small thing. But besides that, I think she's gonna walk through this chick.
Yeah, I think she's gonna walk through her. No problem.
Like her experience is gonna carry her through. Like
I think it's a KO.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be a stoppage or a KO. I think Molly's gonna go in there and she's gonna have something to prove. Chip on her shoulder. This is a pretty decent sized card that she's on, And I think that she's really going to feel it, especially being in England. And I think she's going to walk right through her.
Yeah, and guess what? That fucking crowd is going to erupt because everyone's a Meatball Molly fan.
Do you think Patty's going to be there?
Oh, what else is he going to do? He's going to be at the UFC card this weekend?
No, true, yeah.
Yeah, so.
True.
Sidebar on Patty. Patty looks really good, right now as well.
Yeah, he's at a good weight walking around.
Yeah, he's probably like 170, I would say. Maybe 180. Like he doesn't look too far off of his weight.
He's probably like 180, 185.
Yeah, like
between 180 and 190, I would say.
Compared to him being like 205, 210.
Yeah.
In his previous off seasons, he looks like, oh yeah, you give me a couple weeks, I'm gonna be in shape.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty excited about that.
Yeah.
That definitely helps with his gas tank, I'm assuming.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Not having to cut 50 fucking pounds in 3 weeks.
And that gas tank is going to be a big issue in the Ilya fight. He's going to need that.
Oh, dude, you're going to need all the help you can get with Ilya. I mean, dude, his brother looks just as good as him.
The problem is his chin goes up in the air, and Ilya's going to find that, but that'll be for another podcast.
Yeah, 100%. That's for when that fight
officially happens. I don't want to talk
dropped.
about hypotheticals.
All right, next we have Ibrahim Suleiman versus Nico Ogbead. Yeah, we'll say Ogbead. Regardless, I have Suleiman. I have him money line. Who do you have?
Yeah, I have him too. I just think he's really long and lanky. He does such a good job keeping everyone at bay, just with his shots in general. Really good job keeping everyone at distance, snappy shots. I mean, he could knock out Nico just from peppering with him, but I would just put money line on this. Yeah, I think he's taking out Nico, though. I think he's going to go through this. I don't think it's going to be an easy fight. I think it's going to be a long fight. Just because he's kind of like that. So I would say decision or late stoppage.
I agree. When I was watching all the fighters, I find him to be one of the most unique in terms of fight styles on the card. I find that when he throws from really unorthodox angles. It's really hard to really get a beat on him. His footwork is really good too. The only issue I saw was that sometimes he leaves himself a little too exposed, like he gets a little too comfortable in some unorthodox spots, which could give him problems if Nico can actually capitalize on those positions. I just don't see him doing that. He does have like the touch that actually knocks someone out as well. It's usually not a one punch knockout. It's usually in a combination, but he could definitely get it done.
Yeah, he does have 4 knockouts on his record, so he could definitely get it done. I agree.
Next, I have Aaron Bowen versus Tom Cowling. 10 rounds, middleweight. I have Bowen moneyline. Who do you have?
I also have Bowen moneyline. I think he's a better boxer. He comes in with that high guard. He's undefeated, 4 knockouts as well. He just keeps that pressure going forward, and it definitely wears on people. He goes in there with his high guard and he finds his shots slowly. Then once he sees that you're cracked, then he starts laying those heavy shots, devastating shots. He doesn't really try too hard in the very beginning. He definitely likes to outbox people where he kind of takes his time until he sees you waning. Right when he sees that, that's when he ups the pace. When you start going down, he starts going up. Very smart boxer.
I also have Bowen moneyline. The only issue I have with his fighting style is that sometimes with the power that he has, he seems to overcommit on his shots, where like that can definitely leave him out of position defensively. I just don't see Tom Cowling actually capitalizing on those out of position moments. I think that Aaron is just going to walk right through this guy.
Yeah, Aaron also has 4 KOs out of 7 fights. He's 7-0. He's undefeated.
Yeah.
And then Tom has 14 fights, 1 loss, and only 4 KOs.
Yeah.
So he has the same amount of KOs and double the fights. So I just think that there's no way he's knocking out Bowen. I think Bowen might knock out him.
Oh, yeah. Definitely a possibility.
But in 10 rounds, if I would say probably, I would say it doesn't go the distance. I think it's going to go 8 rounds, 7, 8 rounds.
I can see that 100%.
Yeah.
With his style,
Yeah.
definitely one of those people that can definitely get it done.
Yeah, he pushes that pace. The other thing I like that he does is when he sees his victim waning in front of him, he likes to go to the body and then the head right after, and it's like so simple, like to think, oh, go to the body, the head, or just the head and the body. He always mixes it up at that moment. He doesn't go and just headhunt at that point. He looks for his openings and he doesn't lose composure.
Next, I have Cameron Vuong versus Gavin Gwynn. 10 rounds. It's junior welterweight. I have Vuong money line. Who do you got?
I have long money line as well.
I mean,
this is pretty easy.
Yeah,
I think that's the thing with boxing though is like, I'm pretty excited to bet on it because I feel like a lot of the fights, I mean, they do a good job matchmaking. Where it's like this person is going to beat this person. This person's going to beat this person. But it's going to be fun, but they're going to win.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's usually how boxing is in most scenarios anyways. It's like, it's not really one is that much better.
Yeah.
It's just they outpace the other person.
I have Cameron. I think he's younger, faster. I think he's more of like a sniper with the shots. I was about to be Boston for a second.
I thought you were going to say younger, fatter.
No, faster. He's undefeated, 9-0, 4 KOs. Big theme we're seeing here. Gavin is 18, 4-1 with 5 KOs. But I'm not seeing him KO this guy. This guy, like I say, is younger and faster. He doesn't throw a lot of volume, but he does ramp up later, and his shot selection is very good. Very, very good. He cuts a lot of angles, and when you come in and you pressure this guy, he does such a good job to avoid tying up. He does a great job pivoting and moving the body out of the way. And when he does that, he sees a lot of openings, and he's able to piece you up and get out of there safely. Huge fan of this guy's style. I just think he's so defensively sound, such a great boxer. He's going to outbox this guy for the entire time. I don't think he's going to go in for the kill, though. I don't think he's trying to knock this guy out. I think he's going to try to play it safe and just make sure he stays alive. And I think he's going to see a decision on this one.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think he's the more polished, like technical fighter. I just think that he's going to outpoint Gavin ultimately. I don't think that he has the KO power. I don't think he has that to actually take him out. So with you saying that he has lower volume, hopefully Gavin doesn't come out with like a higher volume and he gets behind in the scorecards. And especially if Gavin feels that and he knows that like, oh, he's going to have to get my respect, because I don't think he can get his respect. I don't think he has the power to really put him on notice where he's like, oh shit, I have to be worried about his shots necessarily.
That's the thing he does very well is he frustrates his opponent. He's got a low hands, low guard.
Yeah.
And so when they come in, he likes to pick them apart with those counter shots, and it frustrates him. So I think he can frustrate Gavin enough to have Gavin just give him more openings and just get peppered away.
Yeah. I was just saying, like, I think that's Gavin's only
path to victory
is to just land more volume than him, especially in the earlier rounds.
Just look better to the judges.
Yeah.
Early.
Yeah. Because if you start stealing rounds off of him, he's like, oh shit, I have to catch up now.
Yep.
So, I mean, that's his only path to victory. I don't see it happening, though. I think Vuong's just going to, again, walk through him.
I don't think he's going to walk through him. I think he's just going to go from bell to bell.
I guess, so yeah, he's going to outpace him.
Yeah, I think
that'd be the better way to
I think he'll
describe
outpace him. I think that's a good way to put that, yeah.
You ready for the main event?
Main event. This one is so easy for me because I've been following this guy for quite some time now.
Yeah, dude, I got Benjamin on this.
Yeah, I got Ben.
All right, this is Ben Whittaker versus Benjamin Gavazi. It's a 10-round light heavyweight bout. Who you got?
I definitely have Ben Whittaker. I love watching this guy, though. First time I saw him was on Twitter and then Instagram. And, he just kept popping up everywhere I went. His flashy style. And, he acts drunk and then he just hits you with a crazy uppercut and then pivots off. And, I mean, he's just so showy and he has everything. He lures people in to commit to shots because he's so flashy that people are like, man, fuck this guy. And they go to hit him and he's gone. His last fight in, I think it was December, he goes and he's literally barely even touching this guy's stomach just to piss him off. and then he pull counters him. Like, he just does shit like that, and it's so fun to watch. And he's loose the entire time.
Yeah.
He's not afraid of anyone's shots or anything. And if you start hitting him with shots, I mean, you need to put some respect on him, because otherwise he's just going to walk right through you. And that's exactly what Gavazi's got to do, is he's got to put some respect on him really early. Because if he doesn't, he's fucked.
Yeah, I mean, my only critique with Whittaker is that he can be defensively lax when he's showboating, and then that's definitely Gavazi's path of success is to really capitalize on when he has that low guard and he's really trying to do that showboat, and then try to capitalize on that situation and put some respect on his hands. Because then he's gonna have to switch his game plan where he actually can potentially, I have to be an actual boxer right here. I don't see that happening though. I think he's just gonna style on him for 10 rounds.
The thing that makes me nervous is Gavazi, 19 wins, 1 loss, 13 KOs. So that means he has some KO power.
Exactly.
The problem is that Whittaker, when you get him up against the ropes, dude, he likes to put his head back and he likes to circle out to his right. He does that a lot, but he also gets caught with the left hook a lot when he's doing that, because eventually you get that timing down where, you're circling, bink. And I think that if he gets hit enough times or hard enough with Gavazi, I think Gavazi, that left hand, he could stun him, he could wobble him, he could take that round or even knock him out.
Yeah. And if he does get him and put him on notice on that it's a different fight at that point, right? Like it could potentially be like, okay, now you got respect. Like now I have to make sure like I got my high guard. I'm not doing that showboaty stuff right now.
Yeah.
Learn my lesson.
Yeah. And that's the thing, is he would have to just keep his style anyways and just pray it worked. Because at that point, your game plan is your game plan.
Yeah.
But Gavazi, he wears the high guard, big counter guy. I just don't see it happening. I think he's going to get frustrated. I think probably around 4 or 5, we'll see him just start winging shots, really trying to take this fight back. I just don't see it happening. That's when we're going to really see Whittaker put it on him. I think we might see a KO by Whittaker. I think that he's going to try to put him to sleep to kind of, show him that I am the champ. I'm that guy.
Yeah. I am the best.
I am the best. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I can't wait for UFC fights to come back.
The other thing is, like, he's a silver medalist in the Olympics. So it's like, it's like being a silver medalist, and that makes me think like, oh, okay, well, you're going to try to outpoint him. But honestly, I think that he could put him out.
Yeah.
So hopefully he doesn't try to outpoint him and he tries to put a stamp on it like, bitch, I am here.
Yeah. Especially with that showboaty style. I think the showboaty style is only cool if you're putting people out.
Yeah, I agree.
Like similar to like MVP. Like MVP is cool when he's doing that style, when he's actually putting people out. Because it's like, this is just a game to you at this point, right?
Yep.
Versus I'm going to decision, but I'm styling is kind of weird.
Yeah, and then, but I mean, MVP. But MVP, whenever he was doing that flashy shit, and he does like the tornado kick knockout, and just stands there, and the guy's wobbling away.
Yeah.
Like, dude, so sick.
That's so sick. Yeah, I agree. But it's like, sometimes it's not like that. Sometimes
it's not.
Sometimes it's going to decision and you're styling. I'm like,
So we post all these picks for free on our Patreon. If you like our spicy picks, it's only $1 a month, which is actually pretty good because our spicy picks are pretty spicy. So all you gotta do is win like one, and then you have our subscription for a whole year. $12, $5 down. If you won $7, that's a whole year of subscription. And you get all of our shit. All right, that's a wrap for this week's fights. Thanks for hanging out with us. Next week, we will be breaking down UFC 323, so tune in for that. If you enjoy this content, all of our social media is linked in the bio. Be sure to subscribe, cash those tickets, and don't forget, bet smart, fight hard. We'll catch you in the next card.